Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel! Today, we are embarking on a project so ridiculously ambitious, so profoundly absurd, that it might just be the greatest thing we've ever attempted. Zack, my friend, what are we doing today? We are not playing a video game! I repeat, we are not playing Cities Skyline! We are, in fact, going to build a city. A physical city. Right here, on this table, with our own two hands. And our goal. A sprawling metropolis with a population of 500,000 people. Yes, you heard that right. 500,000 tiny, imaginary citizens will call this creation home. Now, you might be thinking, guys, have you finally lost it? And the answer is, probably, yes. A long time ago. But this is a challenge we just couldn't resist. We've got boxers upon boxers of miniature buildings, trees, cars, and all the bits and pieces needed to construct a miniature world. This is going to be a test of our patience, our creativity, and almost certainly our friendship. So, the first step in any grand city building adventure is laying the groundwork. You don't just start throwing down skyscrapers. You need a plan. We've got this massive board here that will serve as our landmass. The first major decision is geography. Where do the rivers go? Are there any hills? A coastline? A natural harbor would make sense for a big city, right? It provides a reason for the city to exist in the first place, trade, shipping, all that good stuff. Okay. So Zack and I have agreed on a coastal region with a large bay and a river snaking inland. This gives us a nice variety of zones to work with. We'll have the downtown core near the port, residential suburbs stretching out, and maybe some industrial areas further up the river. The absolute first thing we need to build is the infrastructure, the skeleton of the city. We're talking about the main highways, the arterial roads, and the bridges that will connect everything. Without a solid road network, you just have a pile of buildings, not a living, breathing city. We're using this flexible tape to lay out our main highways. It's a painstaking process. You have to think about traffic flow, interchanges, and how people will get from their homes to their jobs. We're already having our first debate. I want a beautiful, sweeping suspension bridge across the bay entrance. A real landmark. Zack is arguing for a more practical and, frankly, boring series of smaller bridges and a tunnel. He's citing cost-effectiveness in a motto. The man is trying to save imaginary money. This is exactly the kind of high-stakes drama you can expect from this series. After hours of meticulous road taping, we have a basic grid. It looks like a giant, chaotic spiderweb right now, but trust me, there's a method to our madness. Now comes the fun part. Zoning. We're designating different areas with colors. Blue for commercial, green for residential, yellow for industrial. The downtown core, right by the water, is going to be a dense cluster of commercial skyscrapers. This will be our central business district, the economic heart of our city, which we're christening Burnfire Bluffs, or maybe Zacktopia. We'll figure out the name later. Now, it's time to place the first buildings. This is the moment we've been waiting for. We're starting with the downtown core. We have these incredible, detailed skyscraper models. The sheer scale is starting to become apparent. Look at this. As we place these towers, you can already feel the urban density. You can almost hear the tiny car horns and the bustle of city life. We're also placing key civic buildings, a city hall, a grand library, and a convention center. A city isn't just about office blocks. It's about culture and community. With the downtown taking shape, we're moving on to the first residential zones. These aren't the sprawling suburbs yet. These are the high-density apartment buildings and condos for people who want to live and work downtown. We have to think about population density. The box for this apartment block says it houses an estimated 1,500 people. To get to 500,000, we're going to need hundreds of these. The scale of this is really starting to sink in. This table is going to be absolutely covered. We also need to add the little details that make it feel real, like parks, small shops, and maybe a school or two. Let's check our progress! We've established a coastline, laid out a massive road network, zoned our initial areas, and built up a respectable downtown core and some inner-city residential areas. It's been a ton of work, but it's already looking incredible. We've probably placed about 50 buildings so far. So, let's do a quick population estimate. If each of these buildings houses, on average, 1,000 people, we're at about 50,000 residents. That means we're only 10% of the way there. We have so much more to do. The next steps are going to be massive. We need to build the suburbs, complete with single-family homes, schools, and shopping centers. We need to create the industrial zone that will power our city's economy with factories and warehouses. And we have to add all the details. The trees lining the streets, the cars on the roads, the streetlights, the tiny people. This is going to be a multi-part saga, a journey of miniature urban planning. We are so excited to take you along for the ride. Thank you all so much for watching the beginning of this insane adventure. What do you think we should name our city? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to see us continue building this massive metropolis, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. We'll see you then.